Well folks, welcome back to workshop again. Check this thing out. This here is a wee quick video for two reasons. First of all, to show that old tools were just built better, and two, to show that no matter how bad it looks and how bad it sounds, it's always worth trying to fix them, no matter what they're like. Check this thing out. This is an old Bosch grinder, the GWS 1/115. Now, it's a blue professional one, but this was the cheapest in the range. The 6115 you could probably pick up for about 60 or 70 euro back in the day. These aren't available anymore, but these were just built a little bit different. Look at even the lock nut. Wee quick release. It's worn down through. This ain't sounding good. It's actually sticking there as well. It doesn't sound good, it doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good, but it can still be fixed. Watch this. See if it even runs actually. Yeah. Definitely doesn't look or sound like it's worth fixing. It's only a cheap machine, but for the price it's going to cost to fix this, it's well worth it. Watch this. That's the way it's always good to look. It's only got an old yellow Arctic cable, but it's not broken, so that'll have to do. And the grommet isn't exactly complete, but again, it's still a wee bit there, so we'll leave that alone. Now the inside, well, that's not looking the best. She's a bit rough, but it's a grinder. They're always getting dirty. If you look down here, a wee gap, you can see the armature. Get a wee turn. You can see all the segments are still uniformed and aren't burnt. A bit of a hard spot there somewhere. Brushes, mind you, aren't good. These are well worn out. I'm surprised that's even still running with them. Pop them out. They'll need to be changed. The problem is in the motor. These things are as easy to get into. One of the reasons why I like the Bosch grinders. They're not the best in the world performance wise, but they're fairly easy to fix. They're nicely laid out. They're all basically the same kind of design, just different size motors on them. Now the gearbox looking a bit dry. The main thing is this here bearing is still good. There's no play on it and she's turning free, so that's okay. Here's one problem, and here's the other. Pulled everything out. Here's the main problem. That's where all the bad sounds are coming from. It's just a bearing. Now this is worn, but for the price of two bearings and a set of brushes, that's well worth fixing, and will work perfectly with just these. And that is why they generally still are worth fixing. The Bosch ones, they have a wee rubber sleeve on this bottom bearing. So even if the bearing goes and starts heating up, it's heating up the rubber, and the rubber doesn't melt. If it was straight into the plastic housing, it would just melt the plastic down in here, and then you'd need a new body and it'd be completely destroyed. That's generally most of the cheaper grinders are, most other brands. Bosch use a little rubber sleeve. It means if this bearing goes, it doesn't destroy the housing. Armature, 10mm spanner. Take off your nut, remove your gear, and you can take off your bearing. Look at that. Again, little rubber sleeve to protect the housing. Protect this little sleeve, this plastic insert. That just centers it on there. There's your problem. Completely shot. How was that even still running? Or how was he still using it? Word of the question. So we need a new bearing there, and a new bearing down here. Two bearings, set of brushes. We'll get this here running again. These are old, but a cracking wee machine. But the older ones were just made that little bit better. Nothing modern lasts as long now. Oh, even all the fins on the fan are full of smantla. If it completely fails, these are actually designed to last. Even if bearings fails, that's why they have the rubber sleeves on it. But even still, if they're completely disintegrate and they start rattling all over the place, it can destroy the insert and the fan. But they're also available separately. So you can buy the wee fan for what, €2 or €3, and you can buy this here for €2 or €3 as well. That one did get melted a little bit though. If I have one of them in stock, I'll actually replace that too. But you probably could get away with keeping that. And this air deflector actually looks okay as well. So right, I'll get that off, I'll get these bearings changed. You can use a puller, you can use a vise, you can use a hammer to get that bearing off. And the new one, if you have nothing at home to press it on with, you can tap it on with a hammer. It's not the right way, but it'll do if you have nothing else. Now these bearings, bottom one is a 607 and this top one is a 608. I'm just going to clean this down, get new bearings onto it. I think I'll get away with this fan. As you can see, it did melt a little bit. Fan's okay, but it did destroy that. So all we're needing is one air deflector at €3, 2 bearings at €6 each, and 1 set of brushes. That should get this up and running again. You just tap or press your bearing on, whichever way you please, and you can reuse this little rubber sleeve. And you've got your air deflector. Bearing just sits over the top. This little rubber ring sits over and packs it out. Just press it on to make sure it's engaging on the air deflector. Just centers it. Got a little washer over the top of it. Then your gear. That's your main problem sorted. It'll not turn right until it's on the actual grinder and it's all centered up, lined up, because that air deflector and fan have a fairly close tolerance. Now this is the same one, I just cleaned that. Push that on. Check to make sure which way you're putting this on, make sure the air deflector in the right location. Now as well, you can also put this head on any which way you like, depending on how you like your grinder. You can turn it around 4 positions, 190 degrees to each other. Before you slide this on, I just like to put a wee touch of grease just onto that piece of rubber, just to help it slide on. When they're old and used and dusty, the dust can cause the rubber sometimes to get stuck. As you're pressing it on, the rubber sort of rolls up the bearing and can rub on the plastic air deflector or the plastic insulating washer at the back. If you put a bit of grease on, it just allows it to slide on nice and easily without any issue. As well, seeing as this is looking a little dry, just get a wee bit of grease under the gearbox, just to help keep her lubed up. Now also, change your lead if you want. Put on a new plug, new grommet, if you want to keep her running and feeling nice. But there's nothing wrong with this lead, so I don't like to change them unless they're actually damaged or broken. I only normally change the lead if they're broken or they're going to fail a pad test. So if they're cut or anything, I would just replace it. Yellow ones aren't that nice, but there's nothing wrong with it, so leave it be. Sounding better already. Now we just need the brushes to get it running. And keep it running. We'll see it mightn't have been gone completely, but they're not far off it. And we run for a little bit longer, and then they pop and stop. But that should be an older Bosch GWS 1/115 4.5-inch grinder, now up and running. For a hell of a lot cheaper than buying a new one. 2 bearings, brushes, a little air deflector, and that should be her running. A little bit of pop in there to begin with. That's more the grease getting moved around that gearbox. I put fresh stuff on, but she does run. And she runs a hell of a lot better. Now she's not perfect. She's still, what, about 15 or 20 years old. The armature is still worn, so I'd say that's sparking a little bit, but still for the price, a set of brushes and 2 bearings, well worth fixing that up and keep it running for a little bit longer. They might be old, they might sound terrible, but they can still be fixed up with just a little bit of money. Anyway folks, that's it. Just a wee quick old Bosch repair video. As always, if you're liking the videos, make sure to give us a wee like and a follow down below. Until next time, chat to you later.